all the ways to enlarge the penis. Pills, ointments, and nutritional supplements that are freely available on the market do not contain any hormones necessary for penis growth and are therefore completely ineffective for penis enlargement. Obvious false promises on the internet for profit. However, with such tools, which mostly consist of either a simple mixture of vitamins and minerals or herbal extracts, there are no health risks in case of improper use or overdose, which is at least safe. The claim that it is possible to enlarge the penis with the help of such drugs is absurd. All the information and experience of people who have increased their memberships is available on my blog. The link is in the description. There are also free video tutorials and materials available. Enlarge your penises safely and with a guarantee. 1. Pharmaceuticals that stimulate growth. Approved prescription drugs containing growth hormones, such as somatotropin, which can be taken only for diagnosed growth disorders, stunted growth, dwarfism, and in accordance with the doctor's instructions, have a general effect on the body. If such a drug really makes the penis grow, it is only due to a significant negative impact on other organs. An enlarging effect on the penis has not been proven and has not yet been reported by people who use drugs such as doping, in particular in the field of professional bodybuilding. For this reason, and because of the significant side effects, we can only advise against self-medication with these drugs. 2. Medicines for temporary penis enlargement in case of erectile dysfunction. Well-known medications such as Viagra from pharmaceutical manufacturers Pfizer are not suitable medications for stimulating penis growth. They simply help patients with erection problems, erectile dysfunction, to make the penis harder so that they can have sexual intercourse. It is in this context that drugs of this type are often mistakenly offered as penis enlargement pills, which consumers often mistakenly understand as penis growth pills. Conclusion: as it has been proven, there are no effective pills or ointments that would lead to penis growth or even to the straightening of its curvature. Medically active growth hormones do not affect the corpus cavernosum of the penis after the completion of natural body growth, but they do affect the muscles. On the contrary, men who build muscle mass with anabolic drugs often suffer from penile shortening. Prescription drugs that have the effect of an impotence drug, for example, in the case of erectile dysfunction, do not lead to penis enlargement in the sense of any growth beyond the specified size. 3. Vacuum pumps/hydraulic pumps. Vacuum pumps should not be used for a long enough period to provide a growth impulse to the penis. However, the additional use of vacuum pumps as part of the lengthening procedure can be useful to support cell formation within the penis by providing an intense blood supply and thus oxygenation. This is the case if you do not have a regular sex life during the penis enlargement course. If you have a regular sex partner, then a vacuum pump is definitely unnecessary. The effect of maintaining potency can also be enhanced by dual treatment. It is therefore recommended to use the pump for a few minutes once a day. Conclusion: vacuum pumps are erection aids and are not suitable for long-term penis enlargement. 4. Hand massage techniques. Massage techniques are suitable for penis enlargement, but only temporarily, for a few hours. Also, the additional stimulation of the blood supply that occurs during this procedure can be beneficial. However, only doing training programs will never lead to a visible penis enlargement, as the duration of exposure to the penis for tissue growth must be several hours, which is impossible to achieve with your hands. If you use massages and manual penis stretching as an additional action to a full-fledged program with a device to create a tension zone, it makes sense and can improve the result. But the effect on the penis by itself is not very effective. And besides, there are many reports of negative consequences, since during hand manipulation, each person chooses how much force to apply and distribute, which regularly leads to side effects. And when using the device, the load is regulated and distributed evenly. 5. An expander medical device that creates tension zones for a long time. Let's move on to the only method that has been showing stable results for a decade. In addition, it is accompanied by a medical license, certificates, and other strong theoretical arguments, clinical and non-clinical studies and experiments. But it is important to understand that I will talk about a specific device from a specific manufacturer, since many users have negative experiences with Chinese fakes devices and copies. Therefore, check whether you are buying from a manufacturer and whether it has certificates. Does the manufacturer have to provide a warranty for the device? Does the manufacturer have to provide service for the device? To enlarge a penis for life, you need to increase the amount of tissue. Therefore, it is necessary to stimulate the division of penile cells. To understand how this can be done, we are looking for successful examples from other areas of physiology, and we see that sufficient practice has already been gained in this area and physiological methods have already been developed. If we take non-scientific examples, we have all seen various tribes in Africa and other countries practicing stretching different areas of the body. For example, the neck. If we look at scientific examples, the last decade has seen it being widely used even for cosmetic purposes to increase human height. This also happens by growing new tissues, both bone and all the other tissues that surround them. But in any of the examples, the same physiological technique is used. This is the creation of a tension zone. This is how the body needs to stimulate the rate of cell division. But there are criteria that must be met. The tension must have a certain strength. Tensioning should last a certain time per day. A full course of tensioning has a certain duration. There are examples of how to do all this in my blog. All video instructions are free. There are also videos of experiments. Therefore, the tension force should be between 600 and 1200 grams. The penis should be exposed to this effect for several hours a day. The tension course should last from 3 months. It should be understood that visually the penis will be enlarged by 1 centimeter after the first month. But this result will disappear if the course of tensioning lasts less than 3 months, because it takes months to grow new tissue. In the first 3 months, the penis gains 2-4 centimeters due to stretching, and it is after it has reached its maximum natural size that the tension force will begin to stimulate faster cell division. This is important, as often a man who has gained 1 centimeter of growth is satisfied with the result and stops working, which is wrong. This is also a plus, because you will be able to take away your complexes about the size of the penis in the first 1-2 months and live a full life to the fullest. But it is important to remember that the cells are just beginning to divide, so you need to continue working. Go to my blog and watch all the information and video instructions. The link is in the description. The sooner you start, the sooner you finish.